Well, welcome everybody. This is the first team call in the month of August, and I hear a little feedback, so I'm going to see if I can mute everybody, and there we go. And then when I call on you to talk, if you can unmute yourself, you do that by the lower left-hand corner where you see the little microphone. You're going to click that so that you can talk, and that way we can keep the noise level down, because we are recording this for people who can't make it tonight. But I am so excited, you guys. This is a big, big group, and we have so many new people on the call tonight. It is so exciting. So I want to go ahead and get started right away. And for those of you, CD, can you mute yourself?
I thought I had.
Down in the left-hand corner. Can you see that? There you go. Thank you. Okay. So what I want to do is tonight we've got a lot of new coaches to introduce. We've got some rank ups to talk about. What that means is people that progressed in their business in the month of July. And then we've got a couple of great topics that we're going to cover tonight as well. So let's go ahead and get started. And somebody who's not on the screen tonight, but she is on the phone, is Jody French. And Jody French, I'm going to start with her because she has a new coach to introduce tonight. So Jody, you want to just, before we do this, let me just say that those of you who are getting introduced, because we have so many people tonight, we really want to keep it, we want to know who you are and tie a name with a face. So just your name, where you're from. If you lost weight and you want to share it, you can do that. And then just your top reason, just one top reason why you decided to become a health coach, because we've got a lot of people to get through tonight. So if everybody would follow that, I think we'll make it through. So Jody, go ahead and introduce your new coach. Jody, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Jody, are you there? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Polly, because we might have lost you, Jody. And so I'd like to go ahead and introduce Polly. I did get a chance to meet this lovely lady, and she is Jody's new coach, and her name is Polly Marr. And she's incognito tonight. She's in the dark. So she's up in our left-hand corner, I think, for most people. And so, Polly, if you would like to share with us where you live, and if you've been on the program, and why did you decide to become a health coach? Just one reason.
Hi, I'm from New England, born and raised, so I have a funny way of talking sometimes. And I became a health coach. I joined in April, and I was able to convince my best friend to get on the program with me, and she did great. So then I had another very close friend that I've known since I've been in Texas for many years, and she's very obese and diabetic and has lung problems and heart problems. And I just begged her to please try Medifast before she does a bypass or does all these drastic things. I said, it works. If you just don't cheat, you will lose weight. I got her interested in it, and she has lost 20 pounds in just a month, and she feels wonderful and is breathing better. Her glucose levels have totally been back to normal in the morning, which has really surprised her. And I'm a nurse, and I've always loved to help people, and so when Jody said, would you like to be a coach? I said, I think that would be great. And that's why I'm doing it.
Fantastic. Polly, thank you so much. And your heart for these people. And I met that client you're talking about, terrific lady that is trying to lose weight so that she can get a lung transplant, is is just beyond, what we can offer to people. So thank you so much. And please stick around. We want you to hear the other people on the program and hear the rest of the topics that we have tonight. So go ahead and mute yourself again with that left-hand corner mute button. Okay? And next I want to go to Donnie. And Donnie has a couple of people to introduce as new coaches tonight.
Yes, last week we tried to introduce Feli, but we had some technical difficulties. Feli, if you want to try to unmute yourself while we're chatting, but today we just did our first three-way call, and it was just so exciting to see Feli's heart as she's helping other people. So Feli, would you be willing to introduce yourself? Tell us, how much weight you've lost and why is it that you became a health coach?
Yeah, so far, I lost 22 pounds. This is my 8th week, and I'm kind of really excited. I'm halfway to my goal weight. My weight yo-yoed 3 times, and the last time it was 8 years ago before I got married. It was, like 110, and then I yo-yoed upwards, and to the point where I just, it was affecting my health, like ballooned to 156 from my tiny size. And my mom kept criticizing me, you're so fat, you're so fat. So I felt like I'm just as wide as I was tall. And that really hurt me. And then so now that I'm, shed 22 pounds and I'm really just excited. So I'm going to surprise my mom to visit with her the next time. And, I'm not going to tell her that I was working on this weight loss. So I'm just going to surprise her either like towards the end of like this month or, just before Thanksgiving, and she lives in Cerritos, California. So anyway, and I feel great. I'm going to see my doctor next week to follow up my blood work because I was having high cholesterol, triglyceride level, fatty liver, and I was just really really getting concerned about my, my health. So besides the, excess weight, it's really, affecting me too. My blood pressure, well, it's better now. It's better, after 22 pounds. So I'm getting there. Thank you.
Well, we're excited to have you as part of the team, Feli. And then
I didn't hear. Does she live in Florida?
No. Where do you live, Feli?
Eagle, Idaho.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, Feli, if you'll go ahead and mute yourself, and Chris, if you'll unmute yourself, I'm really excited to introduce you to Chris as well. Both Chris and Feli are nurses, fellow nurses, and Chris has discovered a lot of new things on his journey, and he decided this morning, he's like, I think I'm going to do this thing. He just met with his cardiologist and got a little inspired, and so here he is. He just signed on this morning.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name's Chris Dannenberger. I live in Western North Carolina. I started working with Donnie back in January, and so far I've lost 90 pounds.
Oh, wow.
I've reached my original goal weight and are going to go into maintenance for a while. Was kind of thinking about possibly losing some more weight, but that's no longer a question because when I saw my cardiologist, the last thing he did was challenge me to lose 50 more pounds in the next year. So I guess I've got some motivation there. It helped to do it with my wife. She's also lost some 55 pounds during the time. So together we have lost a small child. But it's been real exciting. Starting to live again, and between talking to my cardiologist and, like Donnie said, I used to be a nurse, but after 30 years I had to become disabled for several reasons. A lot of it was due to complications from, they've kind of missed helping people, and as I have more and more people ask me about my experience, there just seems to be an opportunity there to start helping people again. So I'm real excited about the opportunity.
We're excited to have you, Chris.
Thank you.
Yes, and how exciting that this is the day that you sign up to be a health coach and boom, we get you right on the call. Love it. Love hearing that. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. I want to jump over to Mary Jo, who has some new coaches to introduce us to. Mary Jo?
Yes, hi everybody. I'm so honored and excited to be on this call tonight. I wanted to introduce, first of all, my first new coach, and it's Susie Rains. I've known Susie for several years, actually got her involved in the Meltdown Challenge. And as she did that, she saw the value of TSFL. She is an entrepreneur, very competitive, and I'm just, Susie, are you on? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you are, and maybe your one reason why you wanted to be a health coach.
Well, thanks, Mary Jo. It's true. I am very competitive. So I started the challenge middle of June, and I have lost 21.5 pounds. I'm just over my halfway mark, so I'm very excited about that. And just became a health coach the middle of July. And the main reason is just accountability and support. The support structure, me supporting other people, but also you guys and clients supporting me. So I'm really excited about it and happy to be here.
Thank you, Susie. And it is the support, isn't it? This wonderful community.
And Mary Jo, where does Susie live?
Susie is right here in Austin, Texas with me.
That's right.
Yeah. I also wanted to introduce Lucy. Lucy Gwynn is, she's just a little bit north of us in Round Rock, Texas. Lucy's mom came on the program earlier this spring, and Lucy was so impressed with seeing what her mom is doing that she said, hey, I want to do that. And from the get-go, this woman has loved eating 6 times a day. Right, Lucy? Are you there, Lucy? Can you unmute yourself? Hello, Lucy.
Okay, I figured it out. I'm here.
There you go. There you are.
So yeah, no, I always said if I was Oprah that I could lose weight. So I feel like I got a personal Oprah chef in my with this program. But I mean, honestly, I was on Weight Watchers and my mom started losing some weight, and so I didn't have the education, nor did I have the time for preparation, and I've lost 27 pounds so far. And and the reason why I did it is because I like it. I normally don't get involved in because of my personality, I've been asked to do I was telling Mary Jo, several things like Avon or Tupperware, and normally I don't get involved, but this is something that's really, really cool. And I can help other people do it, feel good about themselves. So that's why I did it.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. And Lucy was so excited that the first thing she did was enroll her daughter. So her daughter's also on program.
Yes, and she's lost 12 pounds. So she's totally stoked.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Lucy. And then I want to introduce PJ. Her name is Phyllis, but we all know her by PJ. We love PJ. She and her husband have been on program together, and PJ is so excited about this that she said, hey, I want to pay it forward. So she already has 3 new clients, just became a coach, a couple of weeks ago. So here's PJ. PJ, you want to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, and why you wanted to be a health coach. We can't hear you. You'll have to click that little mic.
Now, can you hear me? Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Well, my name is PJ Phyllis. I go by PJ Hildebrandt. I live in Austin, Texas, so I'm in the same city with all the other people with Mary Jo and everybody. We've been on, my husband and I have been on since May 21st, and he has lost 35 pounds, and his cholesterol went down 140 points. So that's a really big deal. And I just love everything about the program, and it makes this part of my life really fun and exciting and productive because I'm helping other people.
Thank you, PJ. Thank you very much. So that's it from Austin. Thank you, Neva.
Okay, wonderful. Man, Austin came on with a bang there. So welcome all you guys. And we've got a couple more new coaches to introduce. And it's my turn to get to introduce some people. So I just want to go ahead and next introduce Daphne Davis. And Daphne, if you want to unmute yourself and tell people where you live, and I'm excited to become a health coach.
Hi, I'm Daphne. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I became a health coach because I actually met Neva with my family last December, and we all got together and joined the program. There were 5 of us, and at the end of between, I guess, 4 and 6 weeks, we had probably lost a person and a half. It was myself, my husband, my brother, his wife, and my sister. And so I felt really good after the program and introduced a number of friends to it, and then told Neva that I wanted to help some other folks because I felt as though I kind of mastered the plan after a while and feel really good about it. And I have had, I guess, 2 clients so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. And my first one was she started week 2 yesterday and dropped 10 pounds, so we were pretty excited about that. So Neva and I got on a celebration call, so that was pretty exciting. So my sister is my next venture and project.
Oh, wonderful. Daphne, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us on the call here.
Thanks for having me.
And, I have one more. She didn't make it to camera, but she's on the phone. Mary, can you hear us? Mary Kirk, can you hear me? We can't hear you. You must be muted. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go on. Mary, if you can hear me, text me again, and we'll try to get you on here. But like I said, we have a very full schedule tonight, so we're going to go on. But oh my gosh, is this exciting to have all these new coaches on here and get to share with them our program tonight. So, well, Mary says she can hear me. You must be muted then. Try to unmute your phone. No? Okay, we're going to go ahead and go on. Mary, sorry, we might have to do it another week. But again, everybody stay on the call, and let's see what we've got planned here. And all of you new coaches, I definitely want you to hear this next piece, because the first week of every month, you know, we have these calls every Tuesday. These are team calls. We cover training and different topics, but always the first week of the month, we cover if anybody has what we call ranked up or basically been promoted in the previous month. And so you new people are going to want to listen to this, because this is a pretty exciting one, and an exciting one for me. And so I'd like to introduce again Mary Jo. And Mary Jo just made director level. And this is pretty exciting, because the very next level is going to be our first level of leadership, which is the executive director. So Mary Jo, come back on the line and tell us what helped you get to director this level or this month.
Well, I am just thrilled, and no one is more surprised than I that this happened this month. Convention was just awesome. It was so encouraging, and we've already made plans to go next year. But I got to tell you, this community, as Susie talked to earlier, the community is so very helpful. Neva, as my mentor and business coach, you have been awesome. But also these 3 ladies behind me, they are pushing me, and I'm just doing everything I can to keep one step ahead of them so that I can coach them well. But it is mostly for you all who are new coaches. It is the referrals, that as people see you being successful, as they see you changing, that they're going to ask you, and that's what it is. It's word of mouth, it's referral, and it's living this new optimal lifestyle that is so encouraging and so attractive to others. And it's all about that. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary Jo. And it's been a pleasure to watch you progress through the ranks, and I'm sure that it's not going to stop here. So glad
Very
you're
nice.
on tonight.
Thank you.
At this time, we want to go ahead and move to our first topic for tonight. And again, because it's the first week of the month and it's only the second day of the month, this is the perfect time to talk about what we're going to do in the month of August in terms of what are our goals. How are we going to approach it? So tonight, Beth Delahaw is going to take us through and share with us her approach and how she would recommend we get started with setting our goals for August. Beth?
Okay, so I didn't know I was going to do this, but I can do this. So yes, every month we set our goals. What do we want to achieve for the month in terms of number of clients, in terms of business growth? And it's just like any other business, you know, without having a plan, you are going to have a difficult time achieving a goal. And the one quote that I always remember from one of our leaders that Take Shape for Life is, without goals and planning, it's just like throwing darts with a blindfold on and hoping that you hit the target. And that doesn't usually happen. So each month we want to set goals. For those who are senior coach and higher, we have a document called a MAP, which is a monthly action planner that you can utilize with your health coach. And that will help you identify what's going on with my business right now, where do I want to go in the month of August, and then what are the action steps I need to take in order to get there. And so, sorry about that, my phone's going. So anyway, you definitely want to do this every month and do this with your business coach and then follow these steps to achieving your goal. For those who are not yet senior coach, you want to work with your business coach, your mentor coach to, again, identify how do I get my first 5 clients? What are my action steps to get me to senior coach? And all of these things are very basic activities, but very important activities to move you forward. So that's kind of a simple, I guess I'd say, synopsis of really planning. And it's just something that you do at the beginning of every single month. So, and that's how we move forward. So is that what you want there, Neva? You want me to expand on anything?
That's great. And for those of you who don't know what a MAP is that Beth was talking about, be sure and get with your leader and they will explain it to you. Typically, we don't use the MAP until you are a senior coach, which means you'll have 5 clients. But it's a great tool to get familiar with and begin to use. And you can just update it and move forward the next month. Don't have to completely redo it. But it's a great little way of doing goals. So that's exactly what we needed to hear. Thank you, Beth.
Good.
Donnie, I know we don't have a lot of time left. Do you have a few minutes that you can share with us?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Donnie wanted to talk tonight. One of the most exciting things that has happened to Take Shape for Life in quite a while is this new thing called OPTAVIA. And I know you've all heard about it, but we still are trying to get some things kind of straightened out and figure out what we're doing with it. And so, Donnie, would you join us and share with us what we should and shouldn't be saying about OPTAVIA?
Yes. There's a lot of questions I've heard coaches kind of asking. So because we're in this transition period and at the end of in July of next year, we will be OPTAVIA coaches. Some coaches are asking, so do we call ourselves OPTAVIA coaches right now? And Dan Bell is the presidential over our organization, and he sent down a message this past week explaining that what happens is that right now we are still Take Shape for Life health coaches, okay? We are in the process of transition, but one of the reasons we do not want to call ourselves OPTAVIA health coaches just yet, and some people were wondering if they should change it on their business cards and all of this, and he recommended not doing that just yet because we don't have a co-branded OPTAVIA website, okay? And so if you tell people I'm an OPTAVIA health coach and they go onto OPTAVIA.com, they're just going to go to OPTAVIA.com. They're not going to be connected with you. And I don't think that they can order through that site anyways, but either way, we want to continue calling ourselves Take Shape for Life health coaches. We're just really excited about this brand new line of premium fuelings. And so that's how I've been presenting it to people, is that I'm a Take Shape for Life health coach. It's the same as usual, and that we're just excited about a brand new premium line of fuelings that we're going to be using. And then once we make I have also, when I talk to my clients one-on-one, I have been telling them about the transition. But in terms of, branding myself to the public, then I'm a Take Shape for Life health coach. I hope that helps clarify some things.
That's great. Does anybody have a question regarding that? Okay. Well, thank you, Donnie, so much. And for those of you who don't know, last night was the third of 3 different training sessions about OPTAVIA, and I honestly think it was the best one. And that the link for that recording, I'll make sure that it's out on the TSFL Power Winners site so everybody can see it and can watch it. Just a lot of good information, and the what if I'm asked, what do you say? What if this happens? What do you say? So it was an excellent recording for that. And before we let everybody go tonight, we did get our final new coach to join us here. And so she jumped off the phone and onto the app. So Mary, you're muted. So if you can unmute yourself and, oops, and don't disappear. There you are. Okay, we can't hear you. Talk to me. Nope, you're muted again. One more time, let's try it. Nope. Okay, there you are. Yay. Okay, so everybody, this is, I'd like to introduce you to Mary, and she's one of my new coaches. And we've had a tough time getting her on the call to get introduced because she's such a busy lady. So, Mary, if you would just tell us your name and where you live and the top reason why you decided to become a health coach.
Hey, everyone. I was trying to see. Let's see. Hold on. Here, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now I can hear you. I could barely hear you before. Okay. Hi, everyone. Mary Kirk from, I'm in Plano, so I'm in the same city as Neva. I joined, honestly, for 2 reasons. One, for vanity, and second, for, but most importantly, that was a joke, by the way. But I joined because my goal was to get out of diabetes, and I am 0.6 away from being medically out of diabetes. I started in March, and I've almost hit I haven't quite hit 40 pounds just yet, but I'm close. So I'm like 1.5 pounds away from 40 pounds.
Woohoo! Okay.
It's been a trip for sure, but I've absolutely loved it. I have two folks on my team now, and just recently I've had like 3 more inquiries, so I feel like there's some momentum happening there. I will say the only thing is, when trying to talk about OPTAVIA, everyone wants samples, and I don't know if that's something you guys can take back to your to your management and above us, but a lot of people are nervous about, oh, well, it's not MetaFast anymore and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to provide that feedback because I have been talking about it.
Okay. Well, Mary, you and I can talk more about that. And yeah, we don't get samples. Even those of us who went to convention and we were there and we spent our money and we were there, we didn't get samples. So it doesn't quite work that way. We are independent consultants and independent health coaches here. But the other thing I can tell you, yeah, Susie, good point. We can order individual packets, yes. But the other thing I can share with you, Mary, and anybody in the Dallas, North Dallas area is we do have a presentation set up, and we are specifically going to allow for samplings of the new products for all of the coaches in this area and their clients, so that people can try it. And that's going to be on the 27th of August. So if you have people in this area and the 27th of August is a time that will work for you, this would be a great opportunity. We do have it at a hotel, so we've got plenty of room. and I will put the poster out, the flyer out on TSFL Power Winners so everybody can see it. Question from, is it Jaya?
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, the single packets, you can order a single packet of anything. You can do that with current products or the new products. When you go out to the website, you just click on the drop down that says box, and it will open up to each. And then you will see the price. It's a little more expensive to do it individually, but that way you wouldn't be wasting a whole box if you want to do that.
Okay, thank you.
You can always do that. Thank you, Mary, and thank you for joining us. Boy, we flew through that tonight. That was amazing. Karen, is there anything else you want to add tonight?
Well, hello, everyone. I just want to say hi. I'm Karen Marshall. I live in Mount Dora, Florida, which is just north of Orlando. I'm not too far from Donnie and Beth. And the convention was wonderful. And I will encourage you, especially those of you who may have been coaches for a while, with these new OPTAVIA premium line products, it's a perfect time for you to reach out to anyone with whom you shared the program in the past, or any of your inactive clients, and to talk to your current clients, even if it's not a regular call. Today is not one of the days that I make regular client calls, and I made 30 calls to previous prospects and inactive clients. So that's just a great way to reach out to people and have a reason for calling them again, and just say hi.
Good point. Very good.
Welcome to all everybody.
30 calls. Woo!
And it didn't really take that long. A lot of the people weren't home. I left messages, but I already have some return calls, and I'll be following up with them tomorrow. So, but several people said, oh, this is awesome, and they were going to log into their accounts and place a new order. So that's really great.
Excellent. Okay. We have just a couple of minutes, I would say. Does anybody else have any questions about OPTAVIA or planning for the month of August? Well, excellent. I was just tickled pink to get to host tonight's call. As you know, I'm really not Joseph Pecoraro, but I'm using his account so we can record this and make it available for everybody. And Dr. Joe and his wife are on a missions trip in Africa right now. And so I volunteered, as well as Karen and Beth and Donnie, to help coordinate and host tonight's call. So thank you to each of you, and thank you so much to each of our new health coaches. Oh my gosh, we are so happy to have you, and we hope that you come back every week. You'll be learning things from us every week. We've got very experienced health coaches on here, and brand new, like Chris, day one health coaches. So it doesn't get much better than that, and it's just a wonderful community and a support community. And feel free to comment out on the TSFL Power Winners Facebook page to get to know each other as well and ask any questions that you have. So with that, I'm going to say good night to everybody and have a great August. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you, Neva. Bye.
Thank you, Neva.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.